Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. On the counter, here's Williams. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Here's Gibson on the read option. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 18-yard line.
2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 17-3.
Commanders 17, Broncos 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. But he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going.
Touchdown! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays out
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamin Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here we go,
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Short throw to Dissly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They run it again with Williams. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football while we look.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, 93 yards. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. Washington going to send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Powering forward, powering his way forward. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. On the option, it's Mike Burton. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Mike Burton, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a dump off here complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Back to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Here the offensive coordinator.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I'd think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
After the made field goal, here's Slye to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Touch 50, touch 50.
A first throw for the backup Wilson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jamin Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. A 46-yard boot with just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready up.
On the counter, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Javon Kinlaw. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Deeper.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And the Washington first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Slide for the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Joey Slye and a kickoff for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On first down, Wilson. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's brought down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Front left.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Tempo.
Now it's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular. Oh, my goodness, they can go all day.